Welcome to Daily Logistics. In this video, we are going to talk about the international trade documents. Without further ado, let's get started. When engaging in international trade, you may come across different documents. So, it is important to know these international trade documents, and their importance as well as the content of each document. We will study a few major documents involved in international trade other than the transport document. First, we will learn about the purchase order, which is commonly called a PO. Consignee generates the purchase order. The purchase order contains the product detail and quantity which consignee wishes to purchase. In general, consignee issues the purchase order against the quotation received from the consignor. So, the purchase order contains the product details, prices, quantity, shipment date, seller details, purchase order number, and the terms and conditions. Most importantly, both consignee and consignor agreed and signed purchase order becomes a contract before the law binding both parties. Now, we will dig into the Proforma invoice. The Proforma invoice, or the PI, some say PFI, is a document issued by the consignor prior to the cargo dispatch. Some consignors share the quotation with product details instead of a Proforma invoice. Thus, getting a PI is necessary to do the advance payments. The PI is helpful for consignee to apply for import licenses, open letter of credit, and arrange other pre-shipment work. If the payment is advance, payment can arrange by presenting the PI to the bank. The Proforma invoice contains all the details same as in the commercial invoice. Let's see, what is commercial invoice? The commercial invoice is the main document which contains the value of cargo. In general, the commercial invoice has details of per unit cost, total quantity, price, total payable value. Other than that, it also has the name and address of the supplier, date, sometimes the customer name. The other most important element is the currency of the price. If cargo damage or loss during the voyage due to a sacrifice, cargo claim, or the value for goods, calculate by considering the value in the commercial invoice. If you are uncertain on the sacrifice of cargo, you may read the article on risk and losses on our website. If the Incoterm is if some countries request to show a cost breakdown in commercial invoice, you have to present the commercial invoice to the customs or border control body when cargo clearance. Also, the value in the commercial invoice has to mention in the CASDEC. Further, commercial invoice used for the tax settlement in many countries. For the exporter, it acts as evidence of sales too. A commercial invoice issues only after a transaction takes place. Next, we will check on the packing list. The packing list has similar information as the commercial invoice. The difference is the packing list doesn't contain any detail on cargo value and the prices. Thus, it has a detailed list of cargo. The details include the weight, cargo categories, CBM volume, sometimes an identification code for each category, description of items, number of packages, shipping and package marking, and invoice number. In some countries, a packing list is a must when cargo clearance. Most of the time a packing list pasted on the packages other than to the one sent to the consignee, as marks and numbers to identify the package. Pasting a packing list on the package is very helpful for customs house agents when clearing the cargo. Also, it is helpful to identify the packages and sorting at the consignee's warehouse. Let's see what is the Certificate of Origin, which is known as CO or COO. The Certificate of Origin issues to emphasize the origin or the manufacturing country of the cargo. If a product resales without a considerable value addition, Certificate of Origin should be the same even the same product resales several times. The CO is a must as it contains the country of manufacturing, exporter's name and address, importer's name and address, cargo description, HS code, quantity, and the CBM, the batch number of the product lot, if any. The Chamber of Commerce issues the Certificate of Origin. The CO is important in customs clearance as it helps to identify whether the cargo should accept to the country or not. Now we will check the Analytical Certificate. The Analytical Certificate, or the Certificate of Analysis Test, shows the quality and the purity of the product or the material. This is mostly issued for the animal and plant products as well as for the pharmaceutical products. For plant products, level of Salmonella and E. coli should be less than 10%. Here we will see on Kosher Certificate. The kosher certificate also confirms the product or the raw materials are fit for the consumption. Also, confirm the packing is as per the kosher requirements. The kosher certificate comes with the Jewish law and not every customer will ask for this. At last, we will learn about the Phytosanitary certificate. The Phytosanitary certificate certifies the quality of the materials used in a production. Further, it confirms whether the materials meet the minimum sanitary requirements. The only government-authorized agents can issue the certificate. Phytosanitary certificate mainly uses for edible products like meat, herbs or plants and their parts and any other food recognized to have the certificate during the sale. So, that's all for this video. If you like our content, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in another video.